Hey everyone, welcome to Sketch a Day Live. Made some changes here in the studio. Got a new Wacom Cintiq. You can't see it, so um anyhow, maybe I'll show it off sometime. But not set up to move that camera just yet. Anyhow, I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I'm doing okay. One of my kids is homesick today, so I'll keep it tight. But good to be back. Good to be sketching. And so my monitors are set up a little differently. Still trying to figure out the right way to get everything set up. But if I look to the side here, I'm just looking at chat, making sure I don't miss anything. Special shout out and thanks to the Patrons today and channel members. Applejacks, what's up? Trey's Chocolate City. Trey, how you doing? How you doing? Did you start a chocolate business, or are you just talking about the goodness that you are? So yeah, I hope you had a good weekend. I did. We'll get started. This is the biggest tablet I've ever owned personally, so excited to get into it. Excited to get into it and get used to it. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm a little bit slower with adjusting to everything. All right, so we're gonna warm up like we do, even though we're sketching digitally. I think this thing's like even too big for my desk. I need like a longer desk, so I may be building a longer table for myself, but we'll see. Baby steps, right? All right. Thanks, Trey. So let's see here. I don't even have my brushes set up. But let's switch over here. Okay, so we should be in Photoshop. Let me just make sure. All right, we're good. I wonder. Okay. Oops. All right. Got my keyboard in one hand and drawing on the screen here. So, all right. Pardon me. All right, I'm gonna use my Sketchaday brushes. These are, of course, are available on the website sketchaday.com. So I'm going to use the fine liner to start. I don't know what I'm drawing today yet. We'll see. I should probably check it on the Discord. I've been terrible. I admit. I have been terrible. So if you have any Photoshop questions, do let me know. I'll do my best to answer. It's not something I sketch in a ton, so just let me know. Okay. Let's see. Weekly sketch challenge. Oh yeah, we were doing nature, I think. So not a lot of posts though. Oh, okay. Looks like we had a spammer on the server, so all right. I'll just do whatever I want today. Or whatever you want to see. I got the Cintiq 24-inch. 24-inch Pro. So that's what I got. It's huge. It's like enormous, but we'll go with it. All right, get some straight lines here. You know the drill. Actually, because we're using Photoshop, I have to work a little differently. I always forget. So I always use a lot of layers. Oops, I'm gonna turn off touch. It's too much. Too much for now. Drawing a different layers so that I'm not messing things up. Still been making music. I actually did a personal challenge last week. I'll be adding them to the stream, but I decided to make at least one song a day. So I'm continuing that challenge. I guess that would be song a day. Maybe I should finally get some of those drawing gloves now that I have one of these tablets. I think I might be doing Photoshop all week just because I need to get used to drawing on the Cintiq. I have an event this week. If you, I'll just do my ellipses in red here. If you plan on attending Lightbox Expo, that's an event. I think Wacom's putting it on. I'm pretty sure. But if you plan on being there, I'll be streaming this Friday. I'm going to be doing concept design props, things like weapons, tanks, maybe some people here and there. I'll be using Adobe Fresco on Windows, actually, on the desktop, so, or laptop, actually. So, yeah. It's always weird switching from digital to, or sorry, analog to digital. Let's do some, oops. Let's do some ellipses here. Man, can't draw straight this morning. I shouldn't have done as many bicep curls as I did. I'm like sore and shaky. Spencer with the huge Wacom. Yeah, it's enormous. I think I am going to need those drawing gloves, which means I'll officially be like all those artists that use drawing gloves. I haven't even adjusted the pressure settings on my stylus. Usually I adjust the pressure settings before I start, but we'll just roll with it here. I have to make sure I warm up because this is a totally different experience. One, drawing this big, and here on my table. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, ideas, things you want to see, let me know. I'm just going to be using my brush kit, kind of messing around here. Or maybe I'll just do the usual suspects. We'll see. We'll see. All right. And of course, I'll make this file available. Hello, Hector. What's up? Silly goof. Practicing lines and circles on one of your Wacoms now. What do you mean one of your Wacoms, Trey? What do you mean? Is it gold? Does it also make toast or coffee? I wish. I really wish. All right. We'll just do some warm-up cars. How about that? Do some warm-up cars. Yeah, I'm really not liking the pressure sensitivity here, so I'm gonna go into my settings and change that. Let's see. Give me just a sec. All right, let's see how this feels. That feels a lot better. Okay, I like a little heavier pressure, so we'll go with that. That just means I have to press it a little harder on the screen. Also, I'm going to change, well, I don't have time to do that. I usually like to change my right-click settings as well. Oops. Yeah, Photoshop is a little bit different, but do some cool things here. I'm gonna duplicate these wheels. All right. Just makes it a little, yeah, let me let me change another setting here. So I started using a Wacom tablet when there wasn't Cintiqs. Those didn't exist, you know. And let's see, I want to do right click for that one. And then I'm gonna turn this to just click. Okay. So I used to use Wacom's back when this brings back so many memories. Back when there weren't display versions, you know, so you had to like basically kind of imagine where your hand was. Not imagine, but kind of keep track mentally where your hand was and stuff. This is a little bit too narrow, so let's up that a bit. Man, I do miss sketching big. This is nice. I will say. I do miss my 2-finger undo though. Wonder if I could set up a gesture. I could probably set up some sort of gesture here. I could probably set up some gesture. But yeah, when I started learning, I took a class. It was I think it was a class in Painter. I think it was. I actually found some of my old stuff. It's like so embarrassing. I won't even show it to you. It's really bad. Like really bad. Really bad. As Sir Kanye says. This feels a little bit long. I'm gonna just do a big transform here. Feels really long. Really long. So I'm gonna shrink this down. There we go. Feels better. I made a mistake. All right, let's merge these layers and then transform. There, that's better. Been following along with some of my old videos. Which ones? Thanks for the support, by the way, Applejacks. I see you've leveled up, so I appreciate it. Lines, what's up? Long time. Hope you're well. Hope you're moved and settled in. How's life out east treating you? Maybe I'll do an overlay of these. I feel like I could use an overlay. It definitely have some Mazda vibes here. I wonder if we could do something like that, and then maybe this comes out. I'm just doing a cross-section line just to see kind of how this looks and feels. Maybe some front clip that sticks out a little bit here. This can tuck in. Yeah, I like that. But we want to bring that into the side a bit, maybe up, like so. But yeah, definitely has some Mazda vibes. Well, let's do another one actually, and then I'll do an overlay. We'll start with a general silhouette. We'll kind of keep the same theme going, kind of this crisscross thing going here. I feel like I have to move my body around the tablet. This is a really interesting sensation, I will say. I don't know, maybe the glass on this one comes into the hood or something. Try and sketch it without A-pillars and see where we land. When in doubt, rough it out, right? Do you guys get hand cramps when you sketch digitally, or is it just me? I feel like my hand always gets a little cramped when I'm sketching digitally. Definitely feels like old times now. Alright, so let's separate these two a little bit. I'll just fix this up. Now we can do an overlay. Be right back. It's getting a little bit cold with my AC there. Yeah, I know you're relocating. I thought you had already moved, Lines. Why would I sketch an Apple product, Hector? It's basically a rounded rectangle or a circle. Plus, you're way better at sketching than me, so. I'll let you handle it. Alright, just trying to rotate to a comfortable angle here. Be a little bit more careful. Definitely feels different than sketching on an iPad, I will say that. Which part? City. Oh, China. Yeah, it's cool you can do that, man. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but I'll be where I'm at for a while. So yeah, hit me up with any life, career questions, anything. Happy to chat. Also, shout out and thanks to our new patrons. Appreciate the support. If you haven't gotten your reward yet, let me know. Hit me up. And I'll happily hook you up with it. And then if you're, I think it's mega fan. If you're a mega fan, let me know, and I will get you your sketch for the month. Mailed off to you. I feel like this sketch is gonna need like another overlay, but I'm just gonna leave it at 2 today. Apple's mighty mouth. No, dude. I don't know what happened to Apple, but you know, I love their products. I love the ecosystem. And I'm certainly a fan, but a lot of their stuff's just really boring these days. That's not to say it's a bad product. It's just you kind of know what you're getting. Here, I'll sketch Apple's Mighty Mouse for you. Derp. There you go. Derp. The end. Starting to look like a Kia. I'll say it before someone else does. I'll figure out the front in a little bit. You're welcome, Hector. If you don't know who Hector is, check out advanceddesign.org, advdes.org. An organization that focuses on education, but also diverse approaches to design education, trying to do different things, outreach, giving back, and so forth. So check it out. Show Hector some love if you like industrial design. I'm going to change out this front. Man, I tried to lower the temperature in my house by 1 degree, and my basement's like freezing. Oops. Alright, stop freezing me. Hector is a bigger deal than I am, by the way, so don't let him fool you. He's just kind of messing with me in the chat here. But if you want to check it out, it's just advanceddesign.org, advdes.org. Check that out. Let's see. Sounds like a place to sketch some landscapes in China. Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, let's figure out this front clip here. I guess I could just do a series of lines like this, maybe. Maybe this like goes down, like so. Keep it chill. All right, I will take one request today after I do these. So let me know what you'd like to see besides Apple products. I feel like eventually Apple products will be just designed by AI. They'll just be like, okay, what do you want? You want a new phone? Do you want it to be a circle? Cool. Do you want it to be a rounded rectangle? Cool. And then like the AI will just kind of spit out the design. And then the designers will just be like, okay, that's good enough. Cool. It's probably what will happen in the future. I'm teasing, of course. Hector's a big Apple fan. Alright, so I'm going to do this other one in a new layer just to make sure. And we'll do some quick color highlights. Call it good. How was everyone's long weekend? That's right. It was good, Joanna. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Weekend is still going. That's nice, Applejacks. Did you get an extra day off then? Seriously though, Hector, like think about it in the future. Apple products will just be like AI driven. It's interesting how much of life is designed. So I learned something from a friend of mine, and I was like, that's actually kind of cool. You know, there's like art, and then there's design, and okay, I'm getting lost here, lost in my wheel design. So there's like art, but then there's design. Design is, you know, functional art effectively, so aesthetic, but also things that work. And art is pure expression. But even things like pop music nowadays are basically designed. There's a formula based on what people like, and they just plug things in according to that formula. So there's no reason to think that, you know, design is not at some point going to be more, if not already, algorithmically driven. And also so algorithmically driven, but I need to turn off these snaps. View, turn off my snap. So I wouldn't be surprised. AI designs better outcomes. Yeah, like music, you know, there's even like AI that does copywriting now. It's crazy. I think I'm gonna move my mic to the other side of the screen. I have to figure out this new arrangement because my desk is like just full now. Alright, just want to make sure those are on the same layer. Kind of doing this crisscross theme here. See where we end up. like how that's working out. Maybe it's this line that's bugging me. I don't mind the break here. That's fine. But maybe it's just that line. And no, I'm not sketching with like a specific vehicle type in mind, so yeah, these are all over the place. I like these chopped A-pillars generally. Stole that from a design friend of mine from back in the day. In fact, I should see how he's doing. He's a really talented dude. He was a car design intern with me, but I don't know if he's actually doing car design. Kind of got bored with it. He did. Last I talked to him, but yeah. Maybe we'll do the same kind of grill here. This is kind of 3. Music brought to you by Paul Sohi, by the way. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right, but Sohi. Paul Sohi. Design friend of mine. Alright, let's turn off our underlay. Let's do a little transform sauce here. Boom. So whenever you do your sketch in Photoshop, if you want to, you can always transform, hit the warp button, and then modify your sketch. So if your perspective's off or there's some other issue, you can always tweak things. But yeah, I think more of our lives are going to be determined, whatever, by AI. So it's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get interesting. Alright, I gotta decide on these lines here.
Yeah, bro.
So this definitely has a like crazy Mazda vibe to it. I was gonna play games this summer, like on my PS5 and stuff. I didn't end up having time. Who has time for games? Do y'all play games? What do you play? What's good these days? I am excited for the new Metroid. I am determined to actually play that though. That's on the Switch, I think. Alright. Totally forgot to separate my layers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and merge them. Whatever. Whatevs. Can't wait to get back to sketching, says Joanna. That's good. All right, so a couple ways to do this. Should we pull some real wheels on the internet? Real rims. Be a lot easier. Be a lot easier. Oh, Hector, you dork. Commented on my Facebook as well. All right, let's see if we can find some good rims online. Honda Accord rims. Let's see. So I'm just gonna find a picture of a rim. I know you can't see my screen right now. Hang tight. Any options on any opinions on mechanical engineering? I think that's a great field. If you're a designer but more mechanically minded, I think it's a great option for you. You know, I'm just gonna use some cheap Honda rims or something. Oh, I can actually use these Lamborghini rims. How about that? How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Actually feels good to give my hand a little break. Oops. All right, I think what I'll do is just draw these in. So I'm just gonna modify. Oops. Modify this a bit. Plus we're shrinking it down. I'll sketch over it. You'll see what I'm doing in just a sec. But yeah, mechanical engineering, good option. You can work in a variety of fields. I mean, design's a good option too. Whatever you decide to do in life, just make sure you do it for your own happiness and that it aligns with your passion. That's gonna put you in a position that's more likely gonna lead to satisfaction, but also success. If you do what you love, life's just so much easier. So much easier. Engineer gang. Are you trying to transition from engineering Applejacks or just get better at sketching? What's your goal? Okay, I don't love these rims already. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna color my own rims. I don't have time for this. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right, let's see. What brushes do we have here? I'm gonna go to just a general solid round brush. Just fill this in real quick. Wait, I wanna make sure it's on a different layer. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's just block in some areas here. I just didn't like how the rim was turning out, so decided to kind of start over. Sometimes you gotta know when to quit while you're ahead. Try something different. And it's all good. So I also use a lot of layers. Just like when I'm sketching on, Procreate or something like that too. So block this in. Keep it sketchy. Okay, so for the rims, let's do, we'll just do this. Or sorry, the wheels. The wheels, I should say. The wheels of steel. Okay, edit. Let's go stroke. This on new layer. Just gonna make sure. Okay, yeah. Edit, stroke. And I'm gonna do inside. Let's do 15 pixels. All right, that's too small. I wish I could see a preview of that. That would be nice. So we'll do 40. Okay, and I'll just move this in place. Of course, there's always like 5 ways to do the same thing in Photoshop or any of these apps. So and I probably should have done this another way, but I'm just gonna, because I want there to be a little bit more thickness to the front of the wheel. There's another way to do that, but oops. Just gonna roll with it. Oops. Let's do fill. Okay. All right. So now do the body. What color should I make these guys? Let me know. Pick a color, and I will make it that color. What just happened? I think I need more RAM in my computer. Orange, okay. Orange it is. Third level calculus. Yeah, I actually did calculus 2 in college. I actually did calculus 2. And yeah, it makes your head hurt. At least it made my head hurt. So yeah, mad respect for the engineers out there. Mad respect. Ah, keep pushing the wrong button. Okay, we gotta vote for orange, so we're gonna go with orange for this vehicle. I'm trying to decide. Okay, I'll do it this way. Fine, I'll do it myself. Did you guys go see Shang-Chi? Or is it Shang-Chi? I haven't seen it yet. I was gonna go yesterday, but my kids decided, at least one of them, decided they didn't want to go, so we didn't end up going. Unfortunately. So yeah, if you've seen it, how is it? How is Shang-Chi? Pretty good? Or Shang-Chi? However it's pronounced. I think I already painted these in, but I'll just do it again. And yes, I know the front and rear rims are a little different. So clean those up. Let's see what's on this side. No spoilers either, if you have seen it. I don't know though too, because I'm a little bit superhero movied out. I don't know if you guys are also fatigued or not, but there's just so many, you know. So many superhero movies. Alright, so back to back to my orange here. make it a pumpkin. Cinderella's new carriage. Well, I mean, we could do. That's actually a good idea. I'm gonna take Trey's idea. And then we'll do like a green here. And that way I have some light that I can use. Right, so let's go to my airbrushes. So again, these are all available on the Sketch-A-Day website, sketchaday.com. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay. All right, so just some nice little airbrushes. And now we can kind of erase what we don't need. From our light catching surfaces. I mean, green's a hell of a color to pick for this background. Oh, I need to block out some more stuff here. So, oops. Let's go back to my round brush. Trying to decide where I want to put stuff here. Oh, that's interesting. You guys can't see my controls or anything. Huh. Okay, now you can. That's interesting. Freaking Photoshop. Actually, I'm gonna change the way I share this. So hold, please. There. So now you should be seeing the whole screen, no matter what, which can be risky, as you know. Showing your whole screen. All right, what was I doing? Let's block in some stuff here. This little rocker panel. Oops. Changes to multiply. Oh goodness, did I? Shoot. Okay, I did that on the wrong layer. It's like, why is this looking weird? Broke my rule again. Broke my rule. Oops. So there's a little trick in Photoshop I learned. If you are using a brush, so if you want to paint with the brush and then, oops, and then erase with the brush, just hold the tilde key and you can erase with that brush. So just a little tip for you there. Why is color blending so hard? Just takes practice. I'm not an expert at it either, but just takes practice. I was reminded of that this weekend. That sometimes you just gotta practice things. And you'll get better at it. For sure. I have more of a challenge with being patient. That's my problem. I'm very impatient when it comes to sketching and stuff like that. Very, very impatient. Alright, so after I color this guy up, what would you like to see me sketch? Just using Photoshop today. I'm just faking some taillight there. Okay, just a little bit here. So I'm trying to capture a bit of the light that would be reflecting off the ground, just a bit here. And then, so because the light's gonna be bouncing off the ground, this white, I'm gonna make sure I get that on like my flat surface here. The wheels are a complete mess, but I don't want to spend the time to fix them. Complete mess. All right, where my green at? Right here, y'all. If you're like me and you like working with layers like super quickly as well, you can hold on, let me switch this blending mode, but you can hold control and click on a layer and it will, let me pick a different, I think it's add. Should we just go with normal? I just like playing with blending modes. I don't know all the like algorithmic reasoning behind things, but I do like playing with them and trying to figure out different effects or what I want. But you can hold control, click, and then that will select that layer if you click on pixels on the screen. So just a little tip for you there. I totally messed up here, so let's see. Okay. Erase. I'm just gonna erase this and do it again. Just lighten up here. Anyhow, it can get messy fast, but I like working quick, so as I always say, unless someone's paying me a lot of money, I don't really want to spend a ton of time on a sketch. Which at this point I've spent a lot of time, but let's see. Yeah, we're at about an hour. But it's all good. Can you do this on an iPhone? I don't know. Maybe. I've seen people do some pretty amazing stuff on their mobile devices, so maybe you can. Oops. All right, let's go to. Wait a minute. Oh, I was like, where'd my pencils go? This pencil. Yes, there is one for Photoshop and Fresco as well. It's my brush I like to use, digital pencil that I created. I should probably, okay, I'm gonna do another layer here on top, okay. Just wanna get some highlights on these edges since we have this nice green light here. This tablet is so ridiculous that it has a fan built into it. Kid you not. I can like hear it running right now. But yeah, there's totally a fan in this tablet. And it is going. So I'm using the Wacom Cintiq 24. I thought about getting the 32, and now I'm glad I didn't. I'm really glad I didn't, because this thing is so big. So big. It's like enormous. Takes up my whole desk. So if I do stream with it again, or when I do, it literally takes up my whole desk. It would be hard to switch between modes even. It'd be really hard. Okay, oops, I did it again. Oh, baby, baby. I'm not that innocent. Welcome to Karaoke a Day. It'd be fun to do like a karaoke show. Just have people randomly come on and sing songs. Of course, someone would have to ruin the fun if we do something weird. It'd be fun though. Oh, what's up, Advanced Design? Welcome back. Oh, you're taking a Photoshop class on Udemy too, Advanced Design? Dang. You'll have to let me know how that goes. You're so goofy. Goofy. All right, I think I'm going to do a little bit more here. I mean, I don't want to do the usual suspects, but so let me know what you'd like to see next. I'll do a quick sketch of it, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so upcoming events as well. I will be on Adobe Live. If you like this car stuff, I'll be doing a show I'm calling Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So I'll just be doing kind of anything that moves, really. I'll be sketching that up for the folks at Adobe. That'll be on maybe we can find a cool texture here. But that'll be on September 13th and 14th. Maybe I'll do Photoshop. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll tell them Photoshop before they publish all the stuffs. All right, I want to find a cool texture. Let's see. Micro texture. Ah, okay. I'm just searching on the Goog here, the Book of Knowledge, and I'm just gonna find something that's kind of a cool. Needs to be mesh though. Oh, karaoke and sketch. Sketch sing along. I probably should make my own texture, but I really don't want to do that right now. So I'm just gonna steal something here. I think. Okay, let's see. Look for black and white pattern. All right, you know what? I'm gonna make my own texture. Let's do it. But I do need a bathroom break, so. But I'm having fun, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So why is this taking forever? Yeah, so on the 13th and 14th, Adobe Live, and then I also have another event I'll be doing. It's gonna be more of traditional sketching. I'll post a link once that's alive, and I'll be sharing it on my socials. All right, so let's just make a quick pattern because I didn't like what I was finding. So I'm just using Illustrator here, and yes, I know there's other ways to do this, but I'm just gonna. Do this super fast. So I'm just gonna duplicate these all the way across, and actually there actually is an easier way to do this. Let's do blends. And then do specified steps. Let's do 30. See how that looks. I'm gonna go with 40. Okay, that looks good. So I'll just take this. Kind of just eyeball it. And just eyeball that, and now I have a cool texture. So I'm gonna copy that. Let's go back to Photoshop here. And I can paste my texture. I'll do it as pixels. Just make it small, like so. Okay, I'm gonna do another transform, this time warp, so we can kind of have this wrap the surface a bit. And then I'll just erase what I don't need. And if you wanted to feel, if you wanted to feel, you know, like there's an indent or if it's raised, something like that, just duplicate the layer and then shift by a couple pixels, and then you can reduce the opacity, like so. And now I'll go ahead and, yeah, I'm gonna reduce the opacity way down. Take my big soft airbrush here and just kind of erase a little bit. So yeah, I like playing with blending modes till you kind of get what you want. All right. I think what I'll do next, is I don't think I got any suggestions, so I think I'm gonna do like a clothes iron, just something super simple. So this is my way of just quickly masking. As I go. Just use the polygonal lasso tool. it just makes it super fast to like make a selection and stuff. So that's what I like to do. All right, let's do these rims. Thanks, William. Alright, so I'm going to jump to my markers now, and let's use just this basic marker. Make it small. I like the marker because you get these like nice flat strokes from it. Probably need to adjust my pressure settings here, but it's alright in the meantime. And let's go to the stencil again. Make this way smaller. And now I'm going to use this to do a little bit of erasing. Thanks, Holger. Keep pulling out this thingy. Anyhow, I'm trying to just move quickly, so going for general effect here on the rims. Let's go back to my marker. A little too dark. Just want to get a nice coarse shadow or reflection. Make these a little shiny. Shiny and chrome. I'm just cheating there. I don't want to have to deal with some of the stuff under here, so it's okay to cheat sometimes. It's all good. Okay, I promise I will have some additional music here at the end of the week. Like I said, I am, or have been working on creating some new tunes. Touch is on. Why is it not working? It's freaking tablet. Maybe it'll work now. Yeah, there we go. Just want to do, oh, there we go. Rotate. The touch is nice sometimes, and then other times I'm like, I don't want the touch stuff on. I don't need that. I don't need it. I don't want it. So yeah, I'm totally reckless with my layers whenever I do these, because I'm just so lazy. Lazy organizer. But if you like to be organized, you can always rename your layers, you know, figure things out as you go if you want to. My hand's not hurting anymore, so that's good. Getting used to the pain. All right, so now let's add some lights. Flash lights. Do 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 do. Kanye West. What do you guys think about Kanye? I know what Hector thinks, but off the grid? What do you mean off the grid? Play some Donda. My stream would get shut down so fast if I did that. So fast. YouTube's algorithms are pretty insane. All right, let's see. Let's see what blending mode's gonna get me what I want. I'll do linear light. Linear light looks cool. Also, obviously, not obviously, but I forgot to do the mirrors here. So I'm just gonna block them in. Maybe I'll do like light gray. Just block these in. Alright, just placeholder stuff. And then I also need a layer that I'm gonna set to multiply for the interior stuff. And this is where I'll just kind of roughen the shape of like 2 seats and maybe some steering stuff. Maybe just trim out the DLO here. feel like the color looks way more saturated on my screen. Hopefully it looks okay, but you can always modify. Let's crank the saturation up here. You can also change the hue, make it slightly more red if we want. All sorts of stuff we can do. Thanks, Trey. It needs a lot more work, but I really don't want to right now, so I'll just leave it as is. And then we'll do I will, rather, do my usual thing where now I have, this other sketch here that needs some love. So I'll just gray airbrush it. Keep it simple. There's actually a tool online now. I haven't tried it out yet, but there's a tool online now that will basically do what I'm doing here. I think it's called viscom.ai. I think that's the name of it. So if you're wanting to move a bit faster with your renderings, you can use that tool and it'll help. At least with like tonal shading and stuff. Yeah, we can make that a little lighter and stuff. Right, and then if we want to color block some areas. You can always do that. And then just lighten it up. Just so it blocks out, like, design-wise, what your intent is. Or if you want to make that a shade, you can make that a shade too. So. Alright, so I'm going to call it good on this one. Let's do another. I'm going to save this before I forget. I'll save this before I forget. I want you looking at all my files. No need to see that. Okay. So I was gonna do something. Oops. It's not the size I want. So let's make a new document. I'll do just standard. Let's see, standard tabloid here. Landscape, create. Let's do a simple product. And go to pencils. I'm gonna use the stencil here. Kind of have to adjust your brushes based on canvas size and what you're doing too. Play some Donda. Nah, man, I gave up on Kanye after Lift Yourself. That was his best song ever. You can fight me on that, but it really was, I think, his best song. I like clothes irons, they're fun. So I'm kind of just drawing a central profile here and then come down to the tip. Maybe a little detail section there. Clothes irons are kind of like cars in a way. At least I think so. As far as like structure, I have a general idea of what they look like in my head already. So I'm just using that. Using that as a reference. And if you want to draw through, you can always do that on the other side. And that will tell you like where your intersections are. Yeah, I did not like his Jesus is King album. So I was like, okay, I think I'm done with Sir Kanye. And sure enough, Donda is basically the same thing, I think. But hey, to each their own. To each their own. Probably upsetting a lot of people. How dare you? I'm not hating on it either. I'm just saying it's not for me. I think Kanye is incredibly talented. Definitely definitely an interesting character, but you can't deny he is pretty talented. At least I can't deny, I should say. Maybe you can deny, but I can't. Okay, if this iron needs to stand up, I think I'm gonna do the cord like so. Because my iron does not run on USB-C like irons that designers like to do. Everything on USB-C actually doesn't work like that. This will be a super quick render too. Super quick render sketch. But yeah, that's it as far as public events go this fall. So like I said, I've got the Adobe gig and a couple others. I should do this the right way. Okay. There we go. So I drew through because there's my axes, right? And I wanted to make sure that what I was revealing on top was actually representative of somewhat accurate geometry. I mean, it's a sketch. Man, there was a time where I would sketch something online and everyone would just pile on. That's not right. I would get so defensive. It's funny to think back. Now I just don't care. It's just whatever. But I have to show you how to do it the right way. Oh my gosh. Getting stiff. Should have stretched mid-sketch. All right, so now I've got my construction lines done. I can kind of start to add a little pressure, clean up. I like leaving construction lines in sketches too. One, because I'm lazy, but two, it just gives it a nice look, I think. So if you're just joining, I'll give you a recap in a little bit. As always, sketches will be available to patrons and channel members for download. Just use the link provided in our super secret club. Also, if you do decide to sponsor Sketch Day, I do give you a sticker for free. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but they're cool. Stuff like, when in doubt, rough it out. Light till you get it right. So I'll do quick color on this guy. It's all one layer so far. Pro tip for you as well. I've mentioned this before, I'm pretty sure, but if you are sketching and you sketch big, you can. I'm gonna have this line fade. I think I want the line there, but I want it to fade. You can sketch big and then shrink it down just a little bit, and everyone will think you're awesome at sketching. So, little tip for you there. So yeah, in terms of surfacing, I just want that to fade. Where'd my stencil go? Where'd my stencil go? All right, I like it. Nice clean lines. Thanks, Shiv. Shive. Going for a while. I guess I haven't been around a lot, so it's all good. Life just happens, so happy to hang for a little bit longer today. I did wrap up my course I was teaching, so I should be able to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I guess it is technically Tuesday today. I totally forgot. Feels like Monday because it was a holiday in the United States yesterday. All right, so let's do quick color technique on this one. I'm gonna make this iron heel. Sketch on top, and then we'll just do like an outline. And then we're just gonna do some quick airbrush and we'll be good to go. So pretty much the same if you've watched me do Procreate or any other digital app. My workflow is pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just, you know, different tool. Yeah, this is messing with my eyes. The color, my monitors are not calibrated yet to be the same. And so looking at the stream, I'm like, wow, that's not as teal as I thought or wanted. I guess I could use the marker brush and airbrush to finish this up, I think. My son was just checking on me. He's homesick today. It's not the Rona, don't worry. Not the coronavirus. Keep our colors nice and simple here. So once you have your base color in, then it's just a matter of shading in my highlights and shadows. So just like that, for example. And this is all, again, with those Sketch Day brushes. So if you want to check those out, be my guest, be my guest, be my guest. Put your magic to the test. My kids were trying to watch the new Beauty and the Beast, and they were like, Dad, this is creepy. Dad, this is really weird. It's really freaking weird. Beautiful, modern, ergonomic, vertical iron. Oh, that'd be interesting. That's actually a really good idea, Axel. If you come back to the next stream, remind me. I'd love to maybe do like a design exercise where we do a vertical iron of some sort. That would be cool. So Sketch Day Live, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for joining. Just adding a little bit of rim light on the opposite side here. It's just gonna help your product feel more alive. I'm taking lots of shortcuts by, you know, not isolating the background here, but we'll roll with it. We'll just roll with it. Yeah, the color on my screen seems so much more like vibrant and saturated than the color I'm seeing on my other screen. So by other screen, I mean what's being broadcast. Okay, I want my marker brushes now, and I'll just use the basic, yeah, basic marker here. Okay, let's do this. New layer. Right, and now I can kind of enhance things where I want to, if I want to. Don't worry, I'm gonna adjust the intensity here as well, and also clean up as I go. Probably thinking, what is he doing? Gotta make it look kind of shiny, right? Keep getting lost in my brushes. Okay, let's use the soft airbrush. Call it the big softy. A little bit different than the standard airbrush you'll get in Photoshop. All right, let's do this on a new layer. Trying to get some kind of reflection going here. General brushes, hard round. There we go. So it's trying to get some sort of reflection going. From the background, I mean. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream today. We're just about to wrap up here. If you did, show some love, like, share, subscribe, all the good things. But also, more importantly, show some love to others. Take some time to explain something you know to someone who doesn't know, and you'll probably find that you have a better understanding of that concept or that thing. So take some time to explain things, and you'll be that much better for it. All right. How did I change the angle of the image? There's a rotate tool right there. Okay, and you can rotate, or if you have a capacitive touch screen like I do, you can 2-finger touch on the screen and just rotate or zoom out, that kind of thing. Which is a handy feature, but sometimes it kind of gets in the way, I think. Sometimes it kind of gets in the way.
I use comparisons to Hitler to win arguments on the internet at the drop of a hat.
So yeah, thanks again to those who are supporting, much appreciated. If you're curious about that, hit up sketchaday.com, or sorry, patreon.com/sketchaday. You can of course always check out the store, grab brushes, marker guide is available. It is free for patrons and channel members. There is as well, I'm gonna add some texture here. I like texture. There is as well digital guide in the works. So watch out for that. Yeah, just want to add a little texture here to this guy. I really just need to wrap it up and finish. That digital guide, I mean. So, and I want there to be some surfacing. Totally forgot about that part. So I'm just gonna create a quick quick mask here using my polygonal lasso tool. It's a lazy mask. And jump back to my big softy here and just kind of hit this. It's gonna make the most perfect grilled cheese. I've never made a grilled cheese with a clothes iron, but I suppose that could work. Is that like a thing that people do? Yeah. Did I make some backgrounds? What did I do? Oh, interesting. Totally forgot about those. Totally forgot about those. Yeah, I made these brushes so I could like, you know, do quick background stuff. Like that. Totally forgot about that. So yeah, that's also included in that brush pack. So if you want to throw a quick background on something, you can do that. And then let's add just a little bit of rim light here on our background. It's the little things. So yeah, if you're trying to like figure out your own style, I suggest experimenting. You know, you can borrow from people, but I would say maybe try and put your own twist on it, your own thing. So this isn't a new concept or idea in terms of throwing a quick background and doing all that stuff. It's just a matter of like, what's my twist? What's my version of rim light or whatever? Hey Teddy, what's up? So yeah. Okay. Let me sign this real quick. Gotta do the same for the other one. Do iron. Save that. I just don't want you guys seeing my screen. I don't know what's gonna pop up. You know, I don't mean anything bad, but just like, you know, personal information or whatever. Okay, so we did the iron, and we also have our car sketch here that we did. So thanks for hanging. I'll try and do more of these digital presentations at some point. So if you like Photoshop, Illustrator, stuff like that, I'll try and do some more of these. And check out the Discord if you're already a member. We're kind of pushing pause on invites for now. We had some spammers come in causing trouble. So if you're already a part, or if you know me personally, you can always reach out, request to be added, and I'll give you an invite link. In the meantime, keep posting your work. There's a show your work channel as well as the weekly sketch challenge channel. So you check those out, submit your work, participate, and get better. Like I said, passion is the process. Share what you know and help others out, because ultimately you'll be better for it. All right. And with that, I hope you have a happy Tuesday. Take care. I'll see you next time right here on Sketch Day. Peace. Hi, what's up?